so if you can start off by sharing with us your top 3 reasons for wanting to run for school board.
Just first off, just a little about me was, I'm a graduate of J.P. McCaskey High School. I've been in the school district. I went to the school district for 13 years, from kindergarten through high school. My father also taught in the school district for 35 plus years. So I was going home to an educator as well. On top of that, I dedicated my whole adult life to education and to helping our youth. So this is just a natural progression into having a larger role with that. I'm in my 10th year as a teacher. I teach in York City School District. I taught in some of the best districts around. I taught in some of the worst districts around. So my goal is to give the students a voice, give the teachers a voice, and hopefully have them carry on to the point where we can focus on education again and not focus on stuff that distracts our teachers from learning. So stuff that distracts our students from being great students. So we don't want a student in there that has issues with learning to be able to distract the others who are learning. We don't want administrators stopping teachers and not giving them the adequate time to prepare for lessons to further our students' education. So these are all reasons that I want to run for school board and give a voice back to our teachers and a voice back to our students.
Great. So I think you covered some of this in your original answer, but can you give 2 examples of what makes you really uniquely qualified to be a school board member?
Yes, so like going back to that, especially here in this district, I love this city. So I've been here my whole life except for college, and I've also taught in the school district. So when you're involved in something, you can see ways to help it out. As an educator, we can only do but so much. So we're told what to do, and we have to do what we're told to do, and that's life. But we have ideas, and we can help with moving the school forward. And we have ideas that genuinely help our students, rather than help political agendas or help suspension rates or whatever else. So with me, you're getting someone who's involved with education to help education. Just different. You're getting a community. You're also getting somebody who is invested. I have a 3rd grader in the district. I have a 2-year-old who goes to daycare at J.P. McCaskey. So when a kid pulls a fire alarm at J.P. McCaskey and my 2-year-old daughter has to go out in the cold, I'm affected by that. So I just want to be a voice for parents as well as teachers, because we are what represents the city and the community. So this is what we're looking forward to, and this is what you'll get, if you vote for me.
So along those lines, since a lot is really focusing on the student's voice and the teachers having a voice, I'm going off a little bit, but you're going to be fine with this one. What really made you want to become a teacher? Because it sounds like a lot of your driving force for school board is your connection to being a teacher and in the school. So what really originated you wanting to teach?
I'm a fan of helping kids and helping people move forward. So aside from teaching, I coach multiple sports. I coach football, I coach basketball, I coach track. And I grew up with a teacher in the household. So when you see that, and you see them sitting at the dining room table on Sundays preparing lesson plans, you're like, okay. It's like natural progress. So when I got the chance to sit in his classroom as a senior, and to see how kids looked at him, and to see how he looked at kids, and you can see the passion in his eyes. So this is definitely something that I was like, man, this is great. So when I finally got the opportunity to go on that route, it was for the moving students forward and helping out the youth. Like we put on a 3-on-3 basketball tournament every summer down in Brandon Park, where there was just a shooting down there last week. We do it. This is going to be our 8th year this summer, and we're there trying to have a Stop the Violence tournament. Now this is in honor of my brother-in-law who was murdered 7 months after graduating from J.T. McCaskey. So when I say I'm invested in this community, this is what you're getting. Like, you're getting somebody who has people in the schools now. You have nieces and nephews and sons and daughters that are in the district, and no decision that I make will be made lightly because of that situation.
Great. So when you're looking at how would you rate the partnership and the collaboration between schools and parents, then what is being done well and what areas need improvement?
That's a good question. Just because schools in general, we have a high rate here of non-English speaking students, and we have to make schools less intimidating. So when parents are coming in and they're surrounded by 8 adults or whoever, and they're talking about issues that they're having with their student or having with this or that, it's intimidating for parents, and they don't want to come back. At the elementary level, there's definitely a lot of ways where they're reaching out to parents. They have different community events. They have different ways that they're trying to get parents in, but parents are not attending. We have to make this more parent-friendly, and we have to be less intimidating as a school. We want to be friendly. And if parents showed up, I think they would see that, we have the best interests at heart for their students. Ways to improve it, I would say have, parent-driven groups. So let's have a parent committee of discipline. Let's have a parent committee of truancy. And let's have parents come in and get on these committees and lead these committees so we can see, like, all right, why is this student absent so much or late to school so much, and how can we fix it? Same thing with discipline. Why is the student acting out so much? How can we fix it? Giving them more control and more power might enlighten them and more motivate them to come to school on a daily basis. Like myself, for example, I'm a teacher. But any day off, I go to my son's classroom, so I'm still involved in, I go and email Ms. Sadler and say, hey, can I come in and sit with Brandon? Not really because I want to sit with him because he knows what's right from wrong. He knows he's not going to act out, but I want to see the school environment. And I just want to see how, how the hallways are, how lunch is, and things like that. So these are all things that I'm looking forward to doing as a board member, so I can not visit just this school, but I can visit more schools and see how we can fix it.
Since you are a parent, I'm assuming you talk to other parents of students in the school, do you hear or have any conversations of parents that are really kind of giving specifics as to where they're feeling there's kind of a barrier to entry, or if you share that story of, hey, I went in and sat with my son in class today, and they're like, how in the world did you even get to do that? I didn't know that that was an option. Are there conversations like that?
Yes. Yes. There's plenty of those. So, and that's good, because information going out is information coming in. So it's good for them to know that there is that option. Or, you can, like I was just talking to my sister-in-law the other day about how, you can have the option to opt out of the PSSA testing if you choose that, your son or daughter won't handle it right. These are options that you may have, and you may not know about them. So let's spread that word out there. And that also goes back to, having parents who are engaged and coming and build and then talking to their teachers and seeing that kind of stuff firsthand. Like and my son's in a great classroom. But like, as a teacher myself, I get text messages from parents that, 9 o'clock at night, when my son, he's sick, he's not gonna be able to come to school tomorrow. Or, what was the homework assignment? What page? And these are good things. I welcome that. And as schools and as teachers, this is what we should be working on more, just having that open dialogue with your teacher.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.